Guys, welcome back to Pitch Talk. Today is Arsenal 5-0 at the Emirates. What a performance after a lengthy 2-week layoff. They needed it because before the break, they were flat. Coming off a 3-game loss streak, losing to Liverpool, Fulham, and West Ham. They needed this win today, guys. This was huge for them. Listen, there were a lot of controversies in the game. Obviously, one of them being the Dean Henderson foul. I do think it was a foul. I really do. I don't think it's an Arsenal issue or a Crystal Palace issue. I think it's more of a VAR and a PGMOL issue. They've been so inconsistent the entire season, and I think this comes down to them today. So for more than half of the season, you would have looked at that and said it's a foul. But last week with the Luton game where they didn't give the foul against the goalkeeper and the goal stood, you got to start expecting these sort of things, guys. Even halfway through a season, these sort of things happen where decisions just change out of the blue. Normally, 99 out of 100, that's a foul. Today it wasn't, and it played in Arsenal's favour. Take nothing away from Arsenal. They were brilliant. Like I said, I think they absolutely needed the break. They were flat before the break, and they were just tired. They came back firing today. They proved a lot of haters wrong. Do I think Arsenal can win the league? I don't know. I don't think so. When you take a look at the attacking going forward, Saka was quiet. Jesus was quiet for most of the game. When you take a look at Manchester City and you see Erling Haaland coming back, now you have Eddie Nketiah and Jesus who are really struggling for goals, and then you have Erling Haaland who single-handedly breaks records in the league. If you want to compete with the likes of City and Liverpool, I think you need a proper striker. I look at their defense. Defensively, they're usually strong. Okay, I think the David Raya, Ramsdale constant change and uncertainty brings a lot of nervousness to the back, but overall I see a very strong defense line in Gabriel and Saliba especially. Midfield, they brought in Declan Rice. They have Odegaard. So there's from the back going to the midfield strong, very, very good. I think going forward, last season they heavily relied on Saka most of the season, and now you see this season he's not performing to what we expect. He's there, he's creating opportunities, but his conversion rate is not there. He's not scoring as many goals. Now, when you struggle to score goals, you don't win leagues. It's as simple as that. You saw it in the Arsenal-Liverpool game at the Emirates. They struggled to score. Okay, they hit the bar, this. At the end of the day, they lost 2-0. You can't lose 2-0 at home against one of your big rivals and expect to go and win leagues, win cups, etc. So, I mean, do I think Arsenal can win the league? I don't. I still think it's a Liverpool-Manchester City title race, but this was huge for Arsenal. I think they have to do some business now in this January transfer window and get some sort of a striker in to really boost their chances of Champions League again and potentially going for the title. I mean, you never know at the end of the day, guys. You look at the Premier League right now, and you have Liverpool and City on top, okay? Same amount of games played. There's 2 points between them. Then you have Arsenal that have now moved up the table. So they, as it stands, are joint points with Manchester City on 43, 2 points behind Liverpool. So they're still there. But from now to the end of the season, do I think they have enough in their team to go for the title? I don't. I don't think there's enough firepower going forward. Today they were brilliant. Okay, Crystal Palace weren't at the races, and we know they're going through their own troubles at the moment. Whether or not Hodgson still has a job in the future, I don't know. But this was not a 5-star team that they versed today. No disrespect to Palace. It's not the likes of an Aston Villa, Manchester City, Liverpool. They did very well, but are they going to go score 5 against City or Liverpool? I don't think so. So for me, I really think that they have to pursue the Ivan Toney deal. They need somebody that will score 20 goals or even 15 goals straight up for you. Ivan Toney proved his worth today by coming back after 8 months and popping a goal in. So it just shows you 8 months off, coming back, scoring. You got to push, even if it's going to cost you the 100 million. Sign the striker that's going to go for the title. But But overall, I thought Arsenal were brilliant today. I really do. I can't fault them. Going back to the foul, like I said, I do think it was a foul. But the amount of shocking decisions that we've seen from VAR this season, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they didn't give the goal, that they didn't give the foul, and that they allowed the goal to stand. I'm not surprised. We've seen goals disallowed. We've seen goals that were onside given offsides. We've seen handballs in the box that weren't given as penalties. So there's been a lot of controversies, red cards that should never have been. VAR aren't consistent, and you cannot rely on them to win your games. You got to focus on your own. So today was a big boost for Arsenal. I think that they'll still be really sad to go out of the cup, considering how well they've overall played. But it gives them a chance now to focus directly on the Premier League and go for it. Title is still up for grabs. Top four is still there, Champions League. You build on it. But I think a striker is an absolute must-have for this Arsenal team. They just don't look as scary going forward as what they did last season. They were able to go the distance with City last season because the attackers were in form. Even in the difficult games, players like Martinelli and Saka found a way. This season, it's not that easy. They both seem to be struggling with the goals. And you're looking at players like Declan Rice to try and pop a goal to get you the win in the game. Or hopefully a corner comes in and it lands on Saliba's head to win you a game. You can't rely on these irregular goal scorers to try and win you games. Your front men, the firepower up front, need to get you goals. But overall, like I said, it was a brilliant performance from Arsenal. This is exactly what they needed. They have another week or so, 10 days rest before they go for the next game. So it's big, and they're going to be seeing the likes of Liverpool coming up again. City come soon. So they really needed this boost of confidence for them. 5-0 and a clean sheet. So it's fantastic. Lots of goals, clean sheet for Arsenal. Brilliant stuff. But I still think Arsenal need a striker. They don't get that striker. For me, they don't win the league. Guys, let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, drop your thoughts down, and I'll check you guys soon.